you brought up Jon Jones coming back into the pool,
Yeah.
jumping back in the pool, which he did do, and it was
2 weeks
what?
after he retired.
So he retires, and then like okay, before we even talk about that, it was he jumped back in the pool after the White House announcement.
What White House in it? Oh, I mean, yeah, technically, yeah.
How I guess they're gonna have an event at the White House.
It's supposed to be next July 4th.
See, that's the first problem. This is how everything went together. That got announced. Jon Jones jumped back into the pool as well, and then everybody's like, "Oh man, like Jon Jones, like he's coming back. He's gonna fight at the White House."
Yeah.
That's in a year.
Yeah, exactly.
That's in a year,
Now, I
unless.
think for USADA, you have to be in the pool for like 6 months.
But so are we? Is there a realistic world where we're gonna sit here for another year to talk about a hypothetical world where we'll see Aspinall and Jones?
I don't think we're ever going to see Aspinall Jones. I think Jon Jones is going to pick his opponents. I think there's a better chance of seeing Jon Jones Pereira. But what I think happened is Jon Jones hadn't fought in so long. He's had the belt for so long that the UFC probably went to him and said, "We're going to strip you of the belt. We have to give it to Aspinall if you're not going to fight him." And then Jon Jones is like, "I'll retire, so I have to give the belt up." Jon Jones has such an ego problem that he would rather retire than have his belt stripped from him.
I fully believe that. I don't think Dana went, "We're gonna strip Jon Jones of his title." I don't.
No, but I
I
mean,
just don't. I don't see that.
no, but
I see them going,
there
"Okay,
comes
champ."
like he can't have the belt for 4 fucking years or until
No,
next July 4th.
but I think there is something like I don't think now in just the question of like, do you think it's going to happen? Or okay, do I think like Jon Jones wants like does Jon Jones want to fight Tom? Does he want that fight? No,
No,
absolutely not. I don't think he does. Now, will it happen? I think that there is enough that could happen to make it happen. If that makes any sense. Like, okay, so
yeah,
for instance, if if the fact that him having the opportunity to fight at the White House was truly what drew him in to wanting to come back to the UFC, or if it was part of it,
sure.
okay, that's you check that off.
Yeah, but
Boom.
like what I'm saying is, I don't think he ever retired. Like I don't think in his head he said, "I'm going to quit fighting."
Okay, well,
I think
see,
this is just a purely like on paper type of deal.
okay, okay, sure, maybe that's the case, but say either way, he's going to want to fight on that card. Say that's something that
I
he's
know
going to
McGregor
want.
does.
Okay, first of all,
That's the dumbest fucking thing.
McGregor got a whole other problem. I don't know if you saw what McGregor just did.
No.
He sent full on dick pics with face in it to Azealia Banks, I think.
Who?
Azealia Banks, is it Azealia Banks? Am I getting it right? Yeah, I'm getting it right. Yeah,
The
Azealia
singer?
Banks. Yeah. Why? What you talking about? Who? You know who Azealia Banks is?
Well, in my brain, I was like,
She
Iggy
posted them.
Azalea.
No, yeah, Azealia Banks. Yeah, Conor McGregor posts sent them to her, full on face in it. Fucking, oh,
Nice.
probably all coked out. Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna look, but I guess depending on the state his dick's in, we would know if he's on coke or not.
I've heard that. I've heard. Yeah, there's. Yeah.
No, it's like if he was coked up, like he probably wouldn't be sending that. Like it's probably a picture that was pre-taken and maybe on coke he sent it.
No, I'm saying like I've heard the other way. Like dudes
No,
can.
I heard it goes pretty numb.
I don't know. I've never done.
I heard coke dick is along the lines of like whiskey. Like you're not getty. But I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
I
mean,
mean,
I've heard both.
obviously people are fucking on coke. But I mean, like, who's to say you're not just? I don't know.
Just
I
rubbing
I,
pelvic bones.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe it's shitty coke. I think maybe good coke makes your dick go numb. I'm not
He's definitely
sure.
taking good coke.
See, that's the thing. That's the
He's
thing. And
on good coke, dude.
I'd like to imagine. I'd like to imagine peak morning You just woke up.
Yeah.
That's when you want to take the picture.
Oh yeah.
Nighttime, you're coked up. Then you send the picture. That's when you send it.
Well, I think post coke dick has to be horrible. That can't be good.
Post coke dick. PCD.
PCD cannot be good, dude.
Fucking crazy.
There's no way PCD is any good.
I would any snowballs out there. If y'all need, please let us know.
No, you don't have to.
No,
we don't need a
we
bunch
need
of-
an answer. We need
we
an
need a bunch
answer
of goo
now.
talk and then-
No, I need an answer now. Post. I'm not. That's not going to be in my search history. I'm not looking up post coke cock. What was it?
PCD.
Post dick cock.
Nope.
Post coke dick.
Jesus Christ.
Pre
yeah,
dick
PCD,
coke?
dude. Jesus.
Post coke dick.
Yes.
Post coke dick.
Yes.
Post coke dick. God. Yeah, there goes the YouTube guideline. I think we cracked it. I think we cracked them all. We got them all out the way. Broke all the rules and regulations there. PCD.
Yeah, there's a good video of McGregor talking about, like, I don't know, drinking a bunch of beer or whatever. And he was like, we ran through all the Guinness. It's like, all right.
I saw that. But yeah, there's no way McGregor's fighting in a year. If like ever, it's not happening. He's not fighting, and we're not getting. First of all, if it's not just McGregor fans shouldn't hold their breath at all. What you really shouldn't hold your breath on is fucking the chance of getting the trilogy Nate and McGregor. That's not happening.
Get the fuck.
People are talking about we're gonna get Aspinall and Jones and McGregor and DS3 on the same card. We're probably like there's a 99% chance we're getting neither.
Well, okay. Even if you could get both McGregor and Diaz is what, 40 something?
Okay, let's be real though. The names, if we got that fight, people are watching. Me and
you
are watching,
but the level of fighting, McGregor hasn't fought in years.
The money would have to be crazy.
The money will be crazy.
The money would have to be crazy. Like I'm talking like Trump's I'm throwing in.
I'd rather get some real fights in there.
I'm throwing $1 billion in there. But no, I don't. I don't think we're getting either of those. There's 100% chance we're getting
a chance we don't get a White House UFC event.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's happening.
Maybe.
Why not? Why?
I don't know.
What? It's
because it's a year away. We don't fucking know. I mean, now if it's anything like the Sphere, then it can go fuck itself. Because the Sphere was the biggest flop in UFC history.
If there's any president that's having a fucking...
I know. I wonder who brought it up first. I wonder if it was Trump or Dana.
Yeah, I was going to say, if there's any president who's having a UFC event in front of the White House,
if there's any president who's having an event outside of the White House that isn't the Easter egg roll,
yeah,
it's Trump.
Yeah, so yeah, it's definitely going to happen. We're absolutely not getting those two fights on the same card. I don't think we're getting either of those fights on that card, even though... Like, as much as, I mean, I don't know how you feel about Aspinall and Jones, but, like, I want to see it. Because, like you said, the ego of Jon Jones, it's like, there's no way, like, we're not getting some sloppy mess that we would get from Nate and Connor at however old that both of them are in their third fight a year from now.
Yeah.
But Jones and Aspinall, I mean,
well,
go ahead.
Like, I mean, I kind of get Jon Jones' logic in the sense that he's 38, 37 years. He's getting older, and he doesn't want those... Like, I don't think he really cares about the belt as much. I think he more cares about maybe putting on a good show or whatever the fuck. But, like, if it's not Aspinall, who the fuck are you fighting in the heavyweight division unless Pereira comes up or unless someone else comes up? There's no one else in that division who's worth a shit in terms of being a bigger name than Aspinall. So I don't know where he's coming from with...
Oh, no.
Aspinall's not a big enough opponent. I'm not giving the shot to the young guy anymore or whatever.
Heavyweight's cooked. Who just,
Derek Lewis.
Yeah, I was about to say, Derek Lewis just had...
Derek Lewis is 40.
Yeah, and he's
42.
what? He's 40. he's in the top 10 in
Maybe,
heavyweight rankings.
maybe.
No, he's in the top 10. I just saw recently, like after that fight, no, it's like
That fight was
heavyweight's
hype.
cooked.
That was
Um,
real hype.
but what I think is Jon Jones. The thing about him and like being old and not wanting to fight the guy in his prime, whatever. People bring up like DC, right?
Hmm.
And they bring up how Jon Jones used to say like you're 38 and you're done and I'm entering my prime, yada yada.
Exactly.
Nobody said like nobody said Jon Jones never said when he was saying all that during that time, he never said, and when I'm 40, I'm gonna be you and I'm gonna be even better. Like
Exactly.
he never said he was gonna go beat the next heavyweight champ when he's 40 years old.
True.
So I will give him that. But he's also never said I can't or I'm not gonna fight Aspinall. Like I don't think I can. Like it's not gonna happen. Because
No, I mean,
what else? What are you
John
fighting
obviously
for?
has supreme confidence and he thinks he can beat anybody. Which I mean, I think he can for sure beat Aspinall. Like I don't know which way that fight's gonna go, but Jon Jones can beat anybody in the world. Um,
Man,
but
I
uh,
mean,
but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think anyone really cared when Jon Jones said he was retiring. In the sense, it's like, we're missing out on seeing Jon Jones. It's like we see Jon Jones once every 3 fucking years. No one really fucking cares when he fights. The last 2 fights he fought were against bums or old people.
I okay. I don't think people. I think you're right. Like I don't think people necessarily cared because I think there was an anticipation,
Yeah,
but at the same time, the amount of like people who like unleashed all their feelings once he
sure.
retired, it seemed like they cared. Like
Yeah.
everybody, shit. We talked about it. We talked about Jon
No, I
Jones
know, but like,
retiring.
I don't think anyone's out here begging him to be like, oh no, we need to see Jon Jones fight.
Well, no, it's if we're gonna see Jon Jones fight, there's only one person we want to see him fight.
I
So
understand that.
if he's not gonna fight him, we don't want to see him fight another fucking
We don't need to
35,
see him
40
fight
year old.
fucking Derek Lewis,
No, please, bro.
which would be hilarious. How funny would that fucking fight be?
What if we just call it now the UFC White House event? It's Derek Lewis and Jon
Dude,
Jones.
if Derek Lewis puts out Jon Jones, Dana White needs to retire.
Dude,
It's the beast.
he would shut the whole event down. There's first of all that would never happen, but that'd be hilarious. So I don't think we're getting that fight. The Jones Aspinall thing, it's like it can happen. I think it can happen. There's another year to hype it up and talk about it, and if maybe the money's right and the time is right, and
I
if
mean, it's also like now that Tom's a champ, he can. He's gonna fight before then. He's gonna fight somebody else. If he loses, Jon Jones can say, "See," and then
or
not have to fight Tom Aspinall.
if he looks great, then it goes all right. If more people hop on the Aspinall bandwagon, that makes John's ego go even more through the roof. Of like,
Yeah,
all right, I need to go kick this motherfucker's ass, and and Jon Jones doesn't, bro. He can agree to it. He can train. He can go all the way up to the weigh-ins, and all he has to do is fucking go do some drugs or get in a car accident, and if he or pull out if he doesn't want to do it.
yeah.
Like we're talking about
Like he
if he
said, he used to
true.
get blackout a week before.
I mean, truly, if he wanted to agree to the fight and whatever, and then go to camp, and then really see if he can, like maybe in that during camp he figures out like I don't think I'm not.
Yeah,
No, I can't. I'm not doing this. He already retired once. I mean, it's like
yeah,
nobody's. He's already been in people's eyes. He's already been ducking Aspinall. So it doesn't. If he continued to duck him, like nobody's gonna. It's not gonna. I don't think it affects him that much. But I think if Aspinall gets another fight in, between now and next July, um, depending on how that goes, I mean that could definitely influence the how much Jon Jones would want to fight him.
yeah.
he might be such a bitch. He sees Aspinall get beat, and then he's like, "All right, now I'll fight him." He's not.
For
I
real.
mean, now I'll beat
Yeah.
him up.
Now y'all want to see me fuck this guy up?
It's like now that I know what it like would take to just easily drop him, like, I'll
And
do it.
that's kind of thing. It's like we've only seen so much out of Aspinall. I'm not saying he's going to get knocked out or he's going to get beat, but like I think the most successful heavyweight of all time is Stipe, and he has like 3 or 4 title defenses. Like there's not a lot of title defenses that come in the heavyweight division. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Tom could get knocked out.
But yeah, it's because it's in 2026. Uh, I don't, I don't think, I,
And
I
I
don't think
mean,
there's
hopefully
any
that's not the biggest thing in the sport by next year.
the biggest thing in UFC.
Hopefully that's not like the biggest fight.
Okay, but if there's a world where a perfect world where, and this is like a Dana White wet dream, um, where Jones can't comes back and actually fights Aspinall, and like McGregor like puts the coke down
Yep.
and takes like this fight serious, and there's an actual trilogy fight between him and Nate Diaz. It doesn't matter because the state that the UFC is in and has been in. I mean, if it hasn't been on the most rapid decline ever, I
No,
don't
no,
know.
no, no, no.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Name all the champions and name like
There
what
have
I'm
been
gonna
much
say
worse
right
times
now.
in UFC history than right
No,
now.
no. But I'm gonna tell you right now, the core fan base of the UFC, the monster drinking hillbillies with shorts hanging down to their ankles, don't care about these fucking people names they can't even pronounce.
But
I'm
I
there's
like I said, like they're even like
people don't
I
care.
mean, we talk about the peak of the UFC. There were a lot of guys who weren't Americans. It's also a sport that is spread so globally now that there's a lot of guys who are better from other countries.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, besides McGregor, who I mean, kind of, I mean, was yeah, I guess accepted by Americans and the love
Sure.
from Americans. Like that's kind of what it takes. Like no matter how people feel about America, like yeah, no, you kind of got to be like accepted by them to like really get the ultimate love from the UFC fan base. Because at the end of the day, these motherfuckers from Dagestan, like they don't care. There's no there's an aspect to the UFC where personality does matter, and and
Yeah,
and
but
and
Jon
and
Jones is American, and I think there's a like Jon Jones has been.
Jon Jones is the goat.
No, I know, but
Jon
in
Jones is the
terms of
goat.
like a guy who gets support nowadays, I don't think anyone really cares.
Okay,
Now,
but
there's a
who?
ton of people who support like Dustin and Max and the American guys, Gaethje and whomever else,
You're
but
right. They're all in their prime.
of course not.
They're all, but that's what I'm saying. Like you're sitting here naming guys who it's like, no, yeah, if all like we're talking about 5, 10 years ago, it would be like, yeah, UFC is looking cool, but right now, you you still yet to give me something like this, like how like
Well, I think
to
Ilya's huge. I think Islam's huge. Pereira was one of the biggest peaks in recent UFC history.
Ilya's what's
Izzy's
huge?
not American.
What is huge? See,
Like
but even Izzy, even the
like I said,
time
we're
where
never
it
gonna hit.
post, bro, when Izzy was popping, what are we talking about?
We're
What
never
are
gonna
we
hit a
really
McGregor
talking
peak. But
about right now?
Here's the thing. How big was the Jon Jones peak? Because it was probably about half the fucking McGregor peak.
I don't know.
There
I
were,
don't know. What I mean,
dude.
have
The McGregor peak was so fucking big that it made Jon Jones look like nothing.
bro, look at the star power that look at the star power that Sean O'Malley earned. We're talking
Sure,
about somebody who really, I mean, it's like okay, where do you put him? Where in terms of like a tier list of UFC fighters? If you had to make a tier list of just how good they are at fighting,
sure.
he's kind of crawled his way to that spotlight. And then ever since then has done absolutely jack shit with it. I I
Well,
don't see it. And you said okay, bro, nobody cares about Islam. The same way nobody cared about Khabib. Nobody cared about fucking bro that can't come. What's the other who's the other
Hamza, people care about
no,
Hamza.
nobody fucking cares about them. They cared
Hamza's
about
the greatest
more
wrestler in the
people,
UFC
more
right now.
people, more people wanted track. More people cared about what the fuck Hasbullah had to say in the corner, what he was giggling about, than the fights that they had going on in the octagon. Stop trying to convince me that people cared about those motherfuckers. Nobody cared about them. Nobody
But
cares about them.
all right, how many UFC fighters can you name before McGregor who were huge?
How many fights did you see Khabib in before his last 3?
None.
Exactly. So stop
Same
asking
thing
me
with
to name
McGregor.
other UFC fighters. I
What
don't
what did you
care.
see before he knocked out um, Lilio Aldo? Nothing.
Jose Aldo. I don't fucking
No one
know.
saw shit.
But I'm saying, okay, ever since then, people cared. Nobody gives a fuck about the fucking Khabib shit. It took all of Conor McGregor's shit talking and shenanigans for that shit to even matter between him and Khabib.
But
Like, what are
McGregor
we
had already been
doing?
beat by Diaz, and I don't
And
know when the
people
Khabib
still
happened
cared.
compared to
And people still
Dustin.
cared. People still cared.
I know, but that's the difference
Dana,
between good UFC fight. That's the difference between the best guys and then the guys who talk. So Sean O'Malley talks. Sean O'Malley was a champ, but gets beat by a little Georgian man. And it's like when Jon Jones is the best UFC fighter in the world and doesn't lose for 15 years, no one cares as much as when some little Irishman talks his shit and knocks out one guy.
yeah, but it's like Anderson Silva could just be quiet and then get into an octagon and it'd be like entertaining.
He's Brazilian.
Okay, what I'm saying is that era of UFC was amazing. This current era of UFC is poo.
I don't think it's Bill.
I think it's straight poo. You gave me Ilya and fucking Islam, which I guess
I
people
gave you
half care about
Pereira.
Ilya and nobody cares about
Pereira's
Islam.
peak was huge, dude.
I don't know.
Russ,
We're just gonna have to agree to disagree because as of right now, you could list all the champions right now in UFC, and what do people want to see a year from now? What do people want to see? The
different guys.
third Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor fight, and Jones Aspinall. 2 fights that they know they're not gonna
Right.
get. 2 fights that they know they're not
Nobody.
gonna get.
I don't know if you do, but I do not want to see McGregor Diaz 3.
If McGregor put the coke down, I'd watch.
Yeah, I'd watch because it's stupid.
I mean, if we're talking about 2 fighters in the
We
UFC,
all sat and watched Jake Paul fight a 58-year-old man.
it was on,
But we all put it on.
but like I wasn't. We're talking
No,
about
but
2
we
different
put
levels
it
of.
on.
We're talking about 2 different types of interest, though.
No, we're not. We put it
Yeah,
on,
we
Vince.
are. Yeah,
We
we
all
are.
watched Jake Paul fight Nate Diaz. That was a big pile of fucking
Yes,
sack
and
of
we all
diarrhea.
know if it was the opposite, if we switched sports, it would have been the opposite outcome where it would have been Jake Paul getting the living shit beat out of him, probably murdered. So, I mean,
Also, Jake Paul beat that fucking Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. or whatever.
which,
That
okay,
fucker's 38, 39 years old.
every UFC star leaves and makes more in one boxing match than Jon Jones has made in a career in the UFC. So,
It's because those
UFC
boxing guys will pay for one fight a year.
Dana has done nothing but push people out of the UFC, make nobody want to watch UFC, try to make more people watch 2 people slap each other. Like the UFC isn't.
I don't think they're anywhere near shambles. I think it's not great in terms of where it could be right now, but I don't think
but
it's
I just
bad.
don't see what trajectory we're look like. What's the? I don't see what we're like. What are we looking at right now?
Good fights.
Yeah, people love Marab. I love a good wrestle off. I love
Well,
a
I mean,
good.
it depends. Like, there's still going to be those core fans,
I love a good
regardless.
wrestling match.
And then
I
there's
love
like the
it.
fans who watch only if McGregor fights, or only if Jon Jones fights, or only if fucking someone fights.
I just don't see. But that's okay. But that's kind of how I guess people are with any sport.
I agree.
If there's, I mean, how 95% of the time there's pretty much nothing going on with the NBA or in the NBA.
Well, I think the NBA has done a lot worse job than the UFC has over
More
the
people,
since the UFC has started.
more people tune in for two fucking old ass motherfuckers named LeBron James and Steph Curry for anybody in that octagon.
We're gonna have to check some numbers. I'm
You want me
kidding.
to? I was about
No,
to
no,
say
I'm
you
kidding.
don't want me to pull those numbers
No,
up. They're
I'm
gonna
kidding.
look bad for the UFC.
But
But
no, I
nobody
mean,
wants this. There's there every. I'm just saying. We're talking about we're talking about a match. We're talking about a card that's going to happen on the 4th of July in 2026, and not a single current champ besides Aspinall is even being like, oh, we can see that we can see that title. We can see that title fight. We don't. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares.
all right, nobody is a big staple, is what I'm saying.
But I when I say nobody, it's because I've legit haven't seen anybody. Like nobody. Like when I say nobody, like I've seen nobody. I haven't seen
Sure,
it yet.
but I would
Yeah.
rather see a good card of fighting than a bunch of 40-year-olds trying to win back any sort of fame.
Yeah, but you got to give me some because even if LeBron goes out there and averages 20, you're still going to want to see him get that 5th ring. Like I need something added to the pot than just how good the fight is. You need to give me something.
I think the fact that it's at the White House is pretty cool on the 4th of July. Also, it's probably a pretty terrible time to hold a UFC event
4th of July?
when everyone is out, everyone's with their family, everyone is doing something.
Yeah, but
Yes. No, it's a horrible time.
nah. What do you mean horrible in terms
It's
of
like,
like business from a business standpoint?
for sure.
Okay, because I was gonna say like I'd rather have to work on 4th of July than Christmas.
What you're saying, you'd rather have it on the 4th of July than Christmas?
No, I'm saying like if like athletes have to play on Christmas, I don't see like oh it's so wrong that they're making them fight on 4th of July. But
I
as a
know,
from
but
a
there's a lot less people out for Christmas than there are the 4th of July.
but I'm saying from a business standpoint, I could see. I mean, I don't know. I mean, people are traveling. People, I think any holiday is probably a shitty time to have a UFC event.
No, but like when it's Christmas, you're generally with your family. You can put on an NFL game. You're not going to put on
Yeah, but no, but
a
my
UFC event
standpoint.
for your 4-year-old.
Yeah, no, we were coming from different point of views. I was thinking for the players' sake, they're not going to be with their families on Christmas night.
Fuck the players.
You were like, dude, fucking, we need to get this money. Like, why are we doing it on 4th
But
of
no, like
July?
I'm not gonna. There's not gonna be a lot of people planning their 4th of Julys outside of the people going to the UFC event around the UFC event.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. You're right.
Like I'm not gonna like. I'm gonna go skip this, and this to watch two 40-year-olds fight each other.
I am. I'm gonna do this, and this to watch a couple 40-year-olds fight each other. And we honestly we both are, but no.
Yeah,
Moving on from UFC talk because shit, we've been talking about too much UFC recently. We're
yeah, way
fucking.
too much.
We need the
And we
NFL to
are
start.
like we are ultra casuals of the UFC.
No, but I'm speaking like when it comes to when we talk like when we're talking football, like when we're about to get into this shit, we're about to get into in a second. Like I do, no matter how much people want to call us stupid or say like we're fucking idiots, I do take pride in a lot of my takes and like from some point think that I am analyzing some aspects of the game.
Sure,
When I'm talking UFC, I'm talking purely as a fan.
sure.
Purely as a fan.